What if the key to unlocking a life of boundless wealth and radiant joy was not hidden in complex financial strategies or found through relentless, exhausting struggle, but instead lay dormant within a luminous, potent spark already residing deep inside you, waiting to be fanned into a brilliant flame? So many search for prosperity and fulfillment in the external world, chasing fleeting pleasures or societal definitions of success, only to find themselves still yearning. This book is your gentle yet powerful guide to an inner awakening. It illuminates the path to discovering your own intrinsic light, nurturing it until it blazes, and learning how to radiate its magnetic energy outwards, transforming your financial reality and inviting a pervasive sense of joyous abundance into every corner of your existence. Prepare to embark on a journey to reclaim your innate power and build a life that truly aligns with your highest potential. Claim your light. Radiate Magnetic Abundance Daily. Written and published by Success Attraction Formula. Chapter 1. Find your inner spark. Have you ever found yourself moving through the motions of life, perhaps achieving a degree of conventional success, yet feeling a subtle sense of dimness within, a lack of genuine excitement, or a disconnection from what truly makes your spirit soar? This quiet ache, this feeling of being slightly off key with the melody of your own soul, is often the silent call to rediscover something vital, your unique inner spark. Consider Amelia, who had built a respectable career and a comfortable life. By all external measures, she had it all. Yet, an unshakable feeling of flatness pervaded her days. She felt like a beautifully designed lamp that was somehow unplugged from its power source, unable to radiate its intended light. Her pursuit of abundance felt more like a checklist of acquisitions than a vibrant experience of joy and fulfillment, and true resonant prosperity seemed to elude her despite her efforts. Amelia's experience is a gentle mirror for many who have sought their brilliance primarily in the reflections of the outer world, not yet realizing that the most potent source of magnetism and joy ignites from within. The fundamental challenge for countless individuals on their journey towards a richer, more fulfilling life is that they often search for their sense of worth, their capacity for joy, and the very essence of abundance in external achievements, material possessions, or the validation of others. This outward focus leads to a common pain point, a disconnection from their own innate brilliance, their unique inner spark, that core essence of who they are, encompassing their deepest passions, their natural talents, and the quiet wellspring of their joy. When this inner spark is neglected or unrecognized, life can feel like a constant striving, a relentless pursuit of something out there that promises to fill an inner void. People may accumulate wealth but lack joy, achieve goals but feel empty, or find that the abundance they do attract feels superficial or fails to bring lasting contentment. This happens because true magnetic abundance, the kind that permeates your life with a sense of vibrant well-being and effortless attraction, is not primarily an external acquisition, but an internal radiation. Without a conscious connection to and nurturing of this inner light, individuals may find their personal energy field is less vibrant, less capable of attracting the experiences, opportunities, and prosperity that align with their highest potential. They are, in essence, trying to shine with borrowed light, unaware of the potent sun that resides within their own heart. The transformative solution, the foundational first step on the path to radiating magnetic abundance daily, is the conscious and loving journey to find, reconnect with, and intentionally nurture your unique inner spark. This inner spark is your authentic life force, your individual essence, the unique combination of qualities, passions, talents, and joys that make you who you are. It is the source of your most genuine enthusiasm, your deepest sense of purpose, and your most powerful attractive energy. Recognizing and fanning this inner flame into a vibrant glow is not merely a feel-good exercise. It is the core mechanism for activating your innate ability to attract prosperity and create a life filled with joy and fulfillment. When you are connected to your inner spark, your energy naturally becomes more radiant and magnetic. You begin to operate from a place of authenticity and passion, which is inherently attractive to positive experiences, supportive people, and abundant opportunities. The benefits are profound: a renewed sense of purpose and aliveness, increased creativity and inspiration, a natural gravitation towards joy, and a significantly enhanced ability to attract and sustain the wealth and abundance you desire, not as something you chase, but as a natural consequence of your own luminous being. This is about understanding that you are already wired for brilliance. Your task is to simply find the switch and turn your own light on. The journey to find your inner spark and begin to reclaim your light often starts with creating intentional space for gentle introspection and self-discovery. In our busy lives, this inner voice of passion and joy is often drowned out. Begin by carving out small, consistent pockets of quiet time for yourself, free from external distractions. During these moments, you might engage in reflective journaling, asking yourself questions such as, what activities made me feel truly alive and joyful as a child? Or if there were no limitations, what would I love to spend my time doing? Or what unique qualities or talents do others often notice in me? Allow your answers to flow without judgment, simply observing what emerges from the quiet corners of your heart. Another powerful avenue for reconnecting with your inner spark is through creative expression. This doesn't mean you need to become a professional artist. It's about engaging in any activity that allows your unique essence to flow outwards, be it painting, writing, singing, dancing, gardening, cooking, or even creatively solving problems. The act of creation itself is a powerful way to touch and rekindle your inner fire. Take some time to identify your core values, the principles and qualities that are most important to you at the deepest level of your being. When your life is aligned with your core values, your inner spark naturally burns brighter. Consider making a list of your top 5 values and reflect on how you can bring more of these into your daily life. Recall specific moments in your past when you felt genuinely happy, deeply engaged, or truly yourself. What were you doing? Who were you with? What qualities were you expressing? These memories are often potent clues to the nature of your inner spark. Furthermore, practice simple mindfulness techniques to connect with your present self, observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This present moment awareness helps you to become more attuned to the subtle nudges and desires that emanate from your core, guiding you towards what truly lights you up. This is not a race, but a gentle unfolding, a tender process of reacquainting yourself with the brilliant essence that has always been within you. Consider the story of Liam, who worked diligently for years in a demanding corporate job that provided financial security but left him feeling increasingly uninspired and drained. He felt his inner light dimming with each passing year, his days becoming a monotonous cycle of obligations. One weekend, while clearing out his attic, he stumbled upon an old, forgotten box of art supplies from his youth. A wave of nostalgia washed over him, and on a whim, he decided to try sketching again, an activity he had once loved passionately but had abandoned amidst the pressures of adulthood. As he began to draw, something remarkable happened. Hours flew by unnoticed, and a profound sense of joy and engagement, a feeling he hadn't experienced in years, filled him. This simple act of reconnecting with a forgotten passion was like finding a hidden switch. His inner spark, long dormant, flickered back to life. He started dedicating a small part of his weekends to his art. This reawakening didn't just stay confined to his hobby, it began to infuse other areas of his life. He felt more energized at work, more present in his relationships, and a new sense of optimism began to color his outlook. This renewed inner vibrancy, this reignited spark, soon began to attract unexpected opportunities, including a chance to use his creative skills in a new project at his company, leading to greater fulfillment and even a promotion. Liam's journey shows that finding and nurturing your inner spark is the first, most crucial step in illuminating your path to a more abundant and joyful existence. Once you have begun to find and gently fan the flames of your unique inner spark, you may become aware of certain old patterns or deeply ingrained beliefs that seem to dim its light, almost like a lampshade covered in dust. What are these common, often unconscious narratives that keep so many people from fully claiming their brilliance and radiating the kind of magnetic abundance they truly desire and deserve? The next chapter will guide you in identifying and releasing these limiting stories. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula. Give this video a like and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 2. Drop the Scarcity Story. Have you ever noticed a persistent, nagging voice in the back of your mind that whispers doubts about your worthiness of wealth, questions your ability to achieve true prosperity, or constantly reminds you of past financial struggles and limitations? This internal narrator, an author of what we call the scarcity story, is one of the most significant yet often invisible barriers to attracting and manifesting a life of radiant abundance. Consider Sarah, a talented holistic practitioner with a deep desire to help others. Despite her skills and the positive feedback she received from clients, her business struggled to thrive. Whenever she considered raising her prices to reflect her value or investing in expanding her practice, a familiar script would play in her mind. There's not enough business to go around. People won't pay that much. What if I fail and lose everything? This narrative, woven from old fears, societal conditioning about money, and perhaps past experiences of lack, was effectively capping her income and keeping her trapped in a cycle of overgiving and under-earning, preventing her from building the truly fulfilling and financially prosperous life she envisioned. Her inner spark, though bright, was being overshadowed by the heavy cloak of her scarcity story. The primary problem for so many individuals seeking to transform their financial reality is that they are unknowingly living out the script of a deeply ingrained scarcity story. This narrative, often absorbed in childhood or forged during challenging times, operates like a subconscious program, dictating beliefs, emotions, and behaviors related to money, success, and self-worth. This creates a painful reality where, despite conscious desires for more, people find themselves repeating patterns of financial struggle, feeling anxious about money regardless of their actual income, hesitating to pursue lucrative opportunities, or even unconsciously sabotaging their own success when abundance begins to flow. The scarcity story might manifest as a belief that money is the root of all evil. You have to work incredibly hard for every penny. Rich people are greedy, or I'm just not destined for wealth. These narratives generate feelings of fear, guilt, anxiety, or unworthiness around money, which in turn lead to behaviors such as undercharging, overspending, avoiding financial management, or being unable to comfortably receive or hold on to wealth. The core issue is that this internal story creates an energetic frequency of lack, which, according to the principles of like attracts like, tends to attract more experiences that confirm the story's validity, keeping individuals stuck in a cycle that contradicts their highest potential for joy and fulfillment. The transformative solution lies in consciously recognizing, courageously questioning, and intentionally rewriting this deeply embedded scarcity story. This is not about denying past experiences or pretending that financial challenges do not exist in the world. Rather, it is about understanding that your internal narrative about these things is a powerful filter that shapes your perception and, consequently, your reality. By choosing to drop the old, disempowering scarcity story and cultivate a new narrative rooted in abundance, worthiness, and possibility, you fundamentally shift your energetic frequency and open yourself up to a new spectrum of financial experiences. The core idea is that your beliefs create your reality, and by changing your foundational stories about money and success, you can begin to attract and manifest a life aligned with prosperity and joy. The benefits of this profound mindset shift are life-altering. A reduction in financial anxiety, an increased sense of empowerment and control over your financial destiny, a greater willingness to pursue and seize opportunities, an enhanced ability to receive and manage wealth effectively, and ultimately, the creation of a financial reality that supports your highest potential for fulfillment. This is about reclaiming your power as the author of your life's financial chapter. The process of dropping your scarcity story and cultivating a new narrative of abundance begins with the courageous step of identifying the specific limiting beliefs that form its chapters. Take some quiet, reflective time with a journal and ask yourself, what did I learn about money, wealth, and success growing up? What are my recurring fears or anxieties related to finances? What negative statements about my own financial capabilities or worthiness do I often tell myself? Write these down without judgment, simply bringing them into conscious awareness. Once you have identified some of these core scarcity beliefs, the next step is to critically examine and challenge them. For each belief, ask, is this belief absolutely, universally true, or is it just a perspective I adopted? What evidence exists in the world, or even in my own life, that contradicts this belief? What is the cost of continuing to hold on to this belief? How does it limit my joy, my potential, my ability to contribute? This questioning process begins to loosen the grip of old narratives. Now you can move to the powerful stage of intentionally crafting and affirming new, empowering beliefs that support your desire for abundance. For every limiting belief you identified, write down an opposite, positive, and affirming statement. For example, if an old belief is, I'm not good with money, a new affirming belief could be, I am learning to manage money wisely and I attract financial abundance with ease and joy. If the old story was, you have to struggle for every penny, the new one might be, money flows to me easily and effortlessly from expected and unexpected sources as I share my gifts. Repeat these new affirmations daily with feeling and conviction, perhaps in the morning before bed, or whenever you catch yourself slipping into old thought patterns. This repetition helps to reprogram your subconscious mind. Another vital practice is to consciously seek out and focus on evidence of abundance in your life and in the world around you. This could be the beauty of nature, acts of kindness, moments of joy, or even small financial wins. Deliberately shifting your focus to what is plentiful rather than what is lacking helps to reinforce your new abundance story and retune your energetic vibration. It is also helpful to surround yourself with influences, books, podcasts, people that support and uplift an abundance consciousness, creating an environment that nourishes your new narrative. Consider Maria, who grew up hearing her parents frequently argue about money and express anxieties about not having enough. She internalized a deep-seated belief that money was a source of conflict and stress, and that there was never truly enough to go around. As an adult, despite being a skilled professional, she found herself constantly anxious about her finances, under-earning for her qualifications, and avoiding looking at her bank statements. Her scarcity story was one of perpetual worry and insufficiency. Through dedicated inner work, Maria began to uncover these foundational beliefs. She challenged the idea that money had to be stressful, seeking out examples of people who managed their wealth peacefully and joyfully. She crafted new affirmations like, money is a tool for good, and it flows to me abundantly to support my well-being and my ability to help others. She started a gratitude journal, noting down every instance of abundance she experienced, no matter how small. Slowly but surely, her relationship with money began to transform. She felt less anxious, started to value her skills more appropriately, and even found the courage to invest in a course that led to a significant income increase. Maria's journey illustrates that by consciously choosing to drop an old inherited scarcity story and write a new one, we can fundamentally alter our experience of financial reality and open ourselves to a life of greater ease and prosperity. Now that you have begun the crucial work of identifying and letting go of old scarcity stories that may have been dimming your inner spark and blocking your flow, you are creating fertile ground for a new reality to take root. But how do you then actively and consistently connect with the vibrant, limitless field of abundance that is always available, learning to perceive it, feel it, and draw it into your life? The next chapter will guide you in the art of consciously tuning your entire being to this magnificent frequency. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 3. Tune into abundance. Imagine your entire being is like a finely tuned radio receiver, capable of picking up a vast spectrum of broadcasts. If your dial has long been set to the frequency of lack or limitation, what would it take to consciously recalibrate it, to deliberately tune your receiver to the powerful, ever-present frequency of pure abundance? This is not just a metaphor. It is a profound description of how we can learn to align ourselves with the universe's infinite supply. Consider Thomas, an artist who, despite his immense talent, consistently struggled to sell his work and live comfortably from his passion. He had worked on dropping his scarcity stories, yet he still felt a subtle disconnect, as if prosperity was a distant station he couldn't quite reach. His focus remained largely on what was missing: the sales, the recognition, the financial ease. He was intellectually aware of abundance principles, but he hadn't yet learned to immerse his senses and his energy field in the actual feeling and perception of abundance that already surrounded him, thereby keeping his own personal broadcast on a less prosperous wavelength. The significant challenge many individuals face, even after they have started to address their limiting beliefs, is the persistent habit of focusing their attention and energy on what they lack, what they fear, or what is not working in their lives. This outward focus on perceived deficits creates an internal environment, a vibrational set point that is misaligned with the frequency of true abundance. It's like trying to attract butterflies by focusing on the absence of butterflies, rather than by cultivating a beautiful garden that naturally draws them in. This pain point manifests as a continued experience of not enough, a sense of striving without arriving, and a feeling that despite their best efforts, the flow of wealth, opportunities, or joy remains constricted. They might understand intellectually that the universe is abundant, but their daily thoughts, feelings, and perceptions are still inadvertently tuned to the station of scarcity. This happens because our energy flows where our attention goes. If attention is predominantly on bills, debts, what others have that we don't, or the fear of future lack, then that is the reality that gets energetically amplified, making it difficult to attract and experience the prosperous, fulfilling life they desire. They are, in essence, looking for abundance through a lens that is designed to see only scarcity. The transformative solution is to consciously and consistently practice tuning your entire being, your thoughts, your emotions, your perceptions, and your physical senses, to the ever-present frequency of abundance. This is about actively shifting your focus from what is missing to what is already here, from limitations to possibilities, and from fear to gratitude and joyful expectation. The core idea is that abundance is not something you solely create from scratch, but rather a vast, infinite field of potential that you learn to align with and draw from. By deliberately calibrating your internal state to resonate with this field, you become a vibrational match to the prosperity, joy, and fulfillment you seek, allowing these to flow more easily and naturally into your life. The benefits of mastering this tuning-in process are profound. You will begin to notice and attract opportunities that were previously invisible to you, experience a greater sense of peace and trust around money and your future, find your creativity and inspiration flourishing, and witness a tangible increase in the flow of all good things into your life. It is about learning to see, feel, and live from a place of already having in an energetic sense, which then magnetizes the physical manifestation. The journey of tuning your being to the frequency of abundance begins with the deliberate cultivation of an abundance mindset through conscious attention and appreciation. Start your day by intentionally looking for and acknowledging the abundance that already surrounds you. This doesn't have to be monumental. It can be the warmth of the sun, the food you have to eat, the smile of a loved one, the beauty of nature, a moment of peace, or the skills and talents you possess. The key is to shift your perceptual filter from seeking lack to recognizing existing plenty. A powerful practice is to keep an abundance journal, where each day you list 5 to 10 things, both big and small, that represent abundance in your life and for which you feel genuinely grateful. This act of focusing on and appreciating current blessings literally retunes your energy. Another vital technique is to immerse your senses in experiences that make you feel abundant, even before your external circumstances fully reflect your desires. This could mean visiting places that inspire a sense of awe and expansive possibility, like a beautiful art gallery, a lush botanical garden, or a luxurious space that feels opulent, even if you're just window shopping. Allow yourself to absorb the feeling of richness and possibility. Listen to uplifting music that makes your spirit soar. Savor delicious food with mindful appreciation. The goal is to evoke the feeling of abundance within your own body and energy field, Engage in visualizations where you vividly imagine yourself already living the abundant life you desire. Don't just see the external trappings. Focus on how you would feel: joyful, secure, free, generous. Let these positive emotions permeate your being. This practice helps to align your vibrational state with your desired reality. Furthermore, be mindful of the language you use, both internally and externally, as discussed previously, ensuring it consistently reflects an expectation of abundance rather than a fear of lack. Practice speaking about your goals and desires as if they are already in the process of joyfully manifesting. Finally, practice the art of acting as if in small, manageable ways. If you desire more financial abundance, how would a person who feels financially secure and generous behave? Perhaps they would leave a slightly larger tip, donate to a cause they believe in, even a small amount, or invest in their own well-being without guilt. These small actions, when performed with the feeling of abundance, send a powerful signal to the universe and reinforce your new alignment. Consider Clara, a freelance writer who dreamed of a thriving career with a steady flow of inspiring, well-paying projects. However, she often found herself in a feast or famine cycle, her attention fixated on the gaps between assignments and the anxiety of financial uncertainty. Her inner radio was tuned to the "Will I Have Enough" station. Deciding to consciously shift her frequency, Clara began a daily practice of writing in an abundance journal. Noting everything from a productive writing session and a delicious cup of coffee to the support of her friends and the beauty of the park near her home. She started taking weekly artist dates to museums or beautiful natural spots, simply to soak in feelings of inspiration and expansive beauty, consciously telling herself, "This feeling of richness is available to me always." When she pitched new clients, she visualized successful collaborations and focused on the joy of her craft, rather than her need for income. Slowly, things began to change. She started noticing opportunities she had previously overlooked. Referrals began to come in more consistently. She even landed a dream project that felt perfectly aligned with her passions. Clara realized that by intentionally tuning her inner state to the feeling and perception of abundance, she had become a more receptive channel for the very opportunities and prosperity she had always desired. Her life began to reflect the frequency she was now consistently broadcasting. Now that you have embarked on finding your inner spark, dropping scarcity stories, and learning to consciously tune your entire being to the frequency of abundance, you might be wondering how these principles specifically apply to your relationship with money itself. How can you transform your direct energetic connection with financial resources to make it a vibrant, positive, and magnetic force in your life? The next chapter will explore practical ways to boost your money vibes and cultivate a more joyful and prosperous financial reality. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 4. Boost your money vibes. What if money, rather than being a source of stress or a mere transactional tool, could become a form of flowing energy in your life, an energy that you could learn to interact with joyfully, respectfully, and even lovingly, thereby inviting more of it to circulate with ease and grace. This is the essence of boosting your money vibes, transforming your energetic relationship with money from one of potential anxiety or disregard into one of positive resonance and magnetic attraction. Imagine Ethan, a small business owner who was incredibly passionate about his work, but constantly felt a heavy, anxious energy around his finances. He paid his bills with a sense of dread, checked his bank balance with trepidation, and often spoke of money as a necessary evil or a constant battle. Despite his hard work and the value he provided, his business income remained stubbornly inconsistent, mirroring his own stressed and resistant money vibe. He hadn't yet realized that his energetic stance towards money was itself a significant factor in his financial experience, creating an invisible barrier to the very prosperity he was working so diligently to achieve. The core problem for many individuals seeking to improve their financial situation is that their underlying energetic relationship with money, their money vibes, is often characterized by negative emotions, limiting beliefs, and past traumas that they may not even be consciously aware of. These could stem from familial attitudes towards wealth, personal experiences of financial hardship, or societal messages that equate money with greed or struggle. This results in a significant pain point. Even if they are taking practical steps to earn more or save, their internal energetic frequency concerning money is one of resistance, fear, guilt, unworthiness, or anxiety. This negative vibration acts like an energetic repellent, making it difficult to attract, receive, hold on to, or enjoy money. They might find that unexpected expenses always seem to arise just as they get ahead, that opportunities for increased income feel stressful or out of reach, or that they feel a deep sense of discomfort or even shame when dealing with financial matters. This isn't because they are bad with money, but because their energetic signature is out of tune with the frequency of joyful, easy financial flow. They are essentially trying to invite a welcome guest, money, into their home while simultaneously broadcasting an energy that says, "You're not really welcome here," or "You're going to cause me trouble." The transformative solution is to consciously and intentionally cultivate a positive, high-vibration, energetic relationship with money, learning to see and treat it as a valuable, supportive, and benevolent form of energy that responds to your appreciation, respect, and joyful expectation. This is about boosting your money vibes. By clearing old negative imprints and infusing your interactions with money, both mental and physical, with feelings of gratitude, worthiness, and positive anticipation. The core idea is that money, like all things, has an energetic component, and by elevating your personal energy around it, you become a more powerful magnet for financial abundance. The benefits of this shift are truly life-changing. You will begin to feel more relaxed and empowered around financial matters. Notice a decrease in money dramas or unexpected losses. Find yourself attracting new opportunities for income and wealth creation more effortlessly, and experience a greater sense of joy and gratitude in both giving and receiving money. This is about transforming money from a source of stress into a source of joy and a tool for good in your life and the lives of others, allowing it to flow to you and through you with grace and ease, contributing to your highest potential for fulfillment. The journey to boost your money vibes and cultivate a more prosperous financial reality begins with bringing mindful awareness to your current emotional and energetic responses to money. For 1 week, pay close attention to how you feel when you think about money, when you spend it, when you receive it, or when you are managing your finances. Notice any sensations of tension, anxiety, guilt, excitement, or peace. Simply observe without judgment. This awareness is the first step to transformation. A powerful practice to shift negative energy is to engage in a money gratitude ritual. Each time money comes into your life, whether it's your salary, a gift, a payment from a client, or even finding a coin on the street, take a moment to hold it, if physical, or visualize it, if digital, and genuinely thank it for coming to you. Express gratitude for what it will allow you to do or experience. Similarly, when you spend money, do so with a sense of appreciation for the value you are receiving in exchange, and bless the money as it flows out from you, knowing it will circulate and do good for others as well. This practice shifts the energy around financial transactions from lack or fear to gratitude and flow. Another vital step is to consciously clear any old, negative energetic imprints associated with money. You might do this through journaling about past negative financial experiences, and then intentionally reframing them, looking for lessons learned and releasing the emotional charge. Some find visualization helpful, imagining any dark or heavy energy around their concept of money being dissolved and replaced with a bright, golden light of positive abundance. Create positive affirmations specifically about your relationship with money and repeat them daily with strong feeling. Examples include, "Money flows to me easily, joyfully, and abundantly. I am a great steward of money, and I use it wisely for my good and the good of others. I love money, and money loves me. I am open and receptive to all the wealth life brings me." Place these affirmations where you can see them regularly. Furthermore, elevate the physical energy of the money you handle. Keep your wallet or purse clean and organized, treating your cash and cards with respect. Avoid speaking negatively about money or complaining about prices excessively, as this reinforces a low vibration energy. Instead, practice speaking about money in terms of possibility, opportunity, and appreciation. Finally, engage in acts of generosity, even small ones, from a feeling of abundance rather than obligation. Giving freely with a joyful heart signals to the universe that you trust in the continuous flow of supply and keeps your own energy in a state of prosperous circulation. Imagine Sophia, who had always felt a deep sense of anxiety whenever she had to deal with her finances. She would pay bills with a sigh, feeling the money disappear, and avoided looking at her bank balance for fear of what she might or might not see. Her money vibes were decidedly negative. After learning about the energetic nature of money, she decided to experiment. She started by cleaning and organizing her wallet, treating the cash within it respectfully. Each time she received her paycheck, she would mentally say, "Thank you for choosing me. Thank you for the security and opportunities you bring." When she paid a bill, she would consciously thank the service provider for what they offered and silently bless the money as it left, wishing it well on its journey. She also began a daily 5-minute visualization, imagining herself surrounded by a warm, golden light of financial well-being, feeling secure and joyful. Within a few months, Sophia noticed a remarkable shift. She felt calmer and more confident about her finances. Unexpectedly, she received a small raise at work, and a long-forgotten savings bond matured, bringing an unforeseen windfall. More importantly, her relationship with money transformed from one of fear to one of mindful, appreciative interaction. She was boosting her money vibes, and her financial reality was beginning to joyfully reflect that inner energetic shift. Now that you have explored finding your inner spark, dropping scarcity stories, tuning into the broader frequency of abundance, and specifically working to boost your positive money vibes, a pivotal question arises. Do you truly, deeply believe you are worthy of the abundance you seek? For even with the most positive vibes, if an underlying feeling of unworthiness persists, it can act as a powerful counterforce to your manifestations. The next chapter will guide you in cultivating an unshakable belief in your inherent deservingness. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 5. Believe you're worth it. What if the most significant, yet often invisible, barrier standing between you and a life brimming with radiant wealth and joyous abundance is not an external circumstance, but a subtle, deeply ingrained whisper from within that questions whether you truly, fundamentally deserve it all? Many individuals consciously desire prosperity, diligently practice positive affirmations, and even take inspired action, yet find their progress inexplicably stalled or sabotaged. This unseen impediment is often the heavy anchor of unworthiness. Consider James, an immensely talented software developer who consistently created brilliant, marketable products. However, whenever significant success or financial gain seemed imminent, he would unconsciously find ways to undermine it, missing crucial deadlines, underpricing his services, or suddenly losing motivation. Though he consciously craved abundance, a hidden belief planted in his childhood told him he wasn't good enough for true, lasting success. This internal conflict, this lack of deep belief in his own worthiness, was the real obstacle preventing him from fully claiming the prosperous and fulfilling life his talents could afford him. His light was bright, but his own hand kept dimming the switch out of a misplaced sense of not deserving its full wattage. The critical challenge for so many people, aspiring to transform their financial reality and cultivate a pervasive sense of prosperity, is the insidious presence of deep-seated feelings of unworthiness. These feelings, often operating at a subconscious level, act as a powerful internal countercurrent to their conscious desires and efforts to attract abundance. This sense of not being good enough, deserving enough, or worthy enough for wealth, happiness, or easeful success can stem from a multitude of sources. Critical messages received in childhood, societal comparisons that breed inadequacy, past failures replayed as evidence of limitation, or even inherited ancestral patterns of struggle. This unworthiness becomes a profound pain point because it creates a state of internal resistance. Even when opportunities for abundance appear, individuals may self-sabotage, feel intense guilt or discomfort upon receiving good things, struggle to set healthy boundaries that honor their value, or live with a persistent fear that any good fortune will be quickly taken away. They might attract a wonderful opportunity, but then talk themselves out of it, or receive a financial windfall only to quickly fritter it away because, deep down, they don't feel they truly deserve to keep and grow it. This internal state broadcasts an energetic frequency that inadvertently repels or dissipates the very abundance they are consciously seeking, creating a frustrating cycle of near misses and fleeting successes, and preventing them from aligning with their highest potential for joy and fulfillment. The transformative solution, the golden key to unlocking the floodgates of magnetic abundance, is to consciously and diligently cultivate an unshakable, bone-deep belief in your inherent worthiness to receive all good things life has to offer, including boundless wealth, profound joy, and deep fulfillment. This is not about arrogance or entitlement, but about recognizing a fundamental spiritual truth. You are intrinsically valuable simply because you exist. Abundance, in all its forms, is your birthright, not something that must be arduously earned through relentless struggle, self-sacrifice, or achieving some external standard of perfection. When you truly integrate this knowing into your being, it dissolves the internal resistance that has been sabotaging your efforts. This powerful mindset shift allows your inner light to shine without apology, transforming you into a clear and open channel for prosperity to flow into your life. The benefits are immense and life-altering. A natural quieting of self-sabotaging behaviors, a newfound ability to receive graciously and joyfully, the confidence to claim your value in the world, a deep sense of inner peace and contentment regardless of external circumstances, and a powerful magnetic resonance that effortlessly draws to you the experiences, relationships, and resources aligned with a prosperous and fulfilling existence. Believing you are worth it is the permission slip you give yourself to finally receive the good that is always trying to reach you. The journey to cultivate an unshakable belief in your worthiness begins with the tender practice of radical self-compassion. This involves learning to treat yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and gentle encouragement that you would offer to a beloved friend who was struggling. When you notice thoughts of self-criticism or feelings of inadequacy arise, consciously choose to meet them with gentleness rather than judgment. Remind yourself that you are human, that mistakes are part of growth, and that your worth is not diminished by imperfections. Another crucial step is to identify the origins of your unworthy feelings. Through quiet reflection or journaling, explore messages you received in childhood about your value, or societal narratives about success and deservingness that you may have internalized. Bringing these old programs into conscious awareness is the first step to disempowering them. You can then begin to actively challenge these outdated beliefs, asking yourself if they are truly objectively true, or if they are merely old stories that no longer serve you. A powerful technique to bolster your sense of worth is mirror work. Each day, stand before a mirror, look deeply into your own eyes, and speak affirmations of your worthiness aloud. You might say, "I am inherently worthy of love, joy, and abundance," or "I deserve all the good life has to offer, simply because I exist." While this may feel awkward or even untrue at first, consistent practice helps to reprogram your subconscious mind and reinforce a new, empowering belief in your value. Make it a regular practice to acknowledge and celebrate your unique qualities, your strengths, and your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Keep a success journal where you note down your accomplishments and moments where you felt proud of yourself. This shifts your focus from perceived flaws to inherent value. Learning to set and maintain healthy boundaries is also a profound act of self-worth. Saying no to what drains you or doesn't align with your well-being sends a powerful message to yourself and the universe that you value your energy and your needs. Finally, consciously invest in your own self-care, be it through rest, nourishment, joyful activities, or personal development, as a tangible declaration of your worthiness. Treating yourself well reinforces the belief that you deserve to feel good and to have your needs met. creating an energetic foundation upon which true abundance can be built. Consider Olivia, a gifted healer who possessed a remarkable ability to help her clients achieve profound transformations. Yet, she consistently struggled to build a thriving practice, often undercharging for her valuable services and feeling guilty about accepting fair payment. Deep down, an old childhood message that it's selfish to want too much and you shouldn't profit from helping others made her feel unworthy of financial success, despite the immense value she provided. After realizing this unconscious block, Olivia embarked on a dedicated journey of cultivating self-worthiness. She started daily mirror work, affirming her value and her right to prosper by sharing her gifts. She began to consciously appreciate the positive impact she had on her clients' lives, allowing herself to truly receive their gratitude. She also invested in a business coach, an act that signaled her belief in her own potential. As her internal sense of worthiness grew, Olivia found the courage to adjust her fees to reflect her true value. To her surprise, not only did her existing clients happily continue with her, but she also began to attract new clients who deeply respected her work and were eager to invest in her services. Her income increased significantly, but more importantly, she felt a profound sense of joy and alignment, finally believing she deserved the abundant life that her talents could provide. Her light, once dimmed by unworthiness, now shone brilliantly, attracting prosperity as a natural reflection of her inner state. Now that you have embarked on the essential journey of believing in your inherent worthiness, creating a powerful internal foundation for receiving, a new question arises. How do you translate this deep inner knowing and your reawakened inner spark into tangible, real-world actions that are not only effective in attracting abundance, but also deeply fulfilling and true to your soul's unique calling? What does it mean to truly do what feels aligned, and how can this become your most potent strategy for manifesting a prosperous life? The next chapter will illuminate this path of inspired, authentic action. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 6. Do what feels aligned. Have you ever found yourself diligently pursuing a path that, according to conventional wisdom or external advice, should lead to wealth and success, yet every step feels like an uphill battle, leaving you drained, uninspired, and strangely distant from the very abundance you seek? Conversely, can you recall a time when you engaged in an activity purely for the joy of it, following a genuine passion or a subtle inner nudge, and found that opportunities, resources, and a sense of vibrant well-being seemed to flow towards you with surprising ease? This contrast highlights a profound truth. True, sustainable abundance is often most powerfully attracted not through forced effort in conventionally lucrative directions, but through actions that are deeply aligned with your authentic self. Imagine Michael, who had climbed the corporate ladder in a prestigious financial firm. He earned an impressive income and enjoyed all the outward trappings of success. Yet he felt a growing emptiness and a profound lack of joy in his daily work. His inner spark was dim, and despite his financial wealth, a deeper sense of abundance eluded him. He was, in essence, trying to manifest from a place of misalignment, forcing himself down a path that his soul did not truly resonate with, and the effort was becoming increasingly taxing. The significant problem many individuals encounter in their pursuit of a prosperous and fulfilling life is that they often choose or persist in avenues of work, business, or wealth creation that are fundamentally misaligned with their true passions, their core values, their innate talents, or the quiet guidance of their inner spark. This misalignment is a major pain point because it leads to a state of internal friction and energetic depletion. When your actions are not congruent with your authentic self, even if they are aimed at sensible or profitable goals, you are essentially rowing against your own energetic current. This can manifest as chronic procrastination, a lack of genuine motivation, feelings of burnout and resentment, creative blocks, and surprisingly often, less than optimal results despite immense effort. The joy, enthusiasm, and natural inspiration that fuel true magnetic attraction are stifled. People in this situation might achieve a certain level of material success, but find it hollow, or they may struggle to achieve any significant traction at all because their heart and soul are simply not invested in the path they are treading. They are trying to build a life of abundance using tools or strategies that don't truly fit their unique energetic blueprint, leading to a sense of constant striving rather than joyful creation, and preventing them from radiating their most potent magnetic light. The transformative solution is to consciously choose to engage in aligned action, that is, to direct your energy and efforts towards activities, projects, and paths that genuinely resonate with your authentic self, your deepest passions, your core values, and the intuitive guidance of your inner spark. This is about understanding that the most powerful and sustainable pathway to abundance is paved with actions that feel inherently joyful, meaningful, and true for you. When you do what feels aligned, your energy is naturally engaged, your creativity flows effortlessly, and you tap into a wellspring of motivation that transcends the need for external rewards alone. This authentic engagement creates a high-vibrational, energetic signature that is incredibly magnetic, drawing to you the right opportunities, the supportive people, and the necessary resources with far greater ease than forced or misaligned efforts ever could. The core idea is that your unique joy and passion are not frivolous distractions from the serious business of creating wealth. They are, in fact, your most powerful assets in attracting it. The benefits of embracing aligned action are profound. A deep sense of fulfillment and purpose in your daily endeavors, increased energy and vitality, a natural unfolding of your unique talents, and a more effortless and joyful manifestation of wealth and abundance in all areas of your life. You stop chasing prosperity and start attracting it by simply being and doing more of who you truly are. The journey of shifting towards aligned action begins with a courageous willingness to listen deeply to your inner guidance and to honor what genuinely excites and energizes you, even if it initially seems unconventional or impractical from a purely logical standpoint. First, revisit the discoveries you made about your inner spark in the earlier stages of this journey. What are those activities, subjects, or modes of expression that make you lose track of time and feel truly alive? These are potent clues to your soul's aligned path. Make a conscious effort to integrate more of these passion-fueled activities into your life, even in small ways initially. Next, practice tuning into your intuitive guidance, that inner whisper or gut feeling when considering different opportunities or making decisions about your work or projects. Does a particular path feel expansive, light, and exciting, or does it feel heavy, constricting, and draining? Learning to trust these subtle energetic cues is crucial for navigating towards alignment. It's also important to distinguish between desires that stem from your ego, perhaps driven by a need for external validation, status, or competition, and callings that arise from your soul, which are usually connected to a sense of purpose, contribution, and genuine joy. Aligned action flows from the latter. Taking small, courageous steps in the direction of what feels most aligned is often more effective than waiting for a grand, perfectly clear plan. If you have a passion for writing but feel daunted by the idea of a novel, perhaps start by journaling, writing a blog post, or joining a local writers group. These small acts of alignment build momentum and open doors. Reframe your concept of work from being a source of toil or obligation to being an avenue for joyful contribution and self-expression. When you can find or create work that allows you to share your unique gifts and passions, it ceases to feel like work and becomes a source of energy and abundance. Finally, cultivate a deep trust that when you commit to doing what feels truly aligned, the necessary resources, support, and opportunities will indeed manifest, often in ways you cannot currently foresee. The universe tends to generously support those who courageously step onto their authentic path. Consider Isabella, who had spent years working as a highly paid but deeply unfulfilled corporate lawyer. The stress and lack of personal meaning were taking a toll on her health and happiness, despite her financial security. Her true passion, discovered through quiet introspection, lay in holistic wellness and helping people find balance. The idea of leaving her secure career felt terrifying and wildly impractical. However, driven by her yearning for alignment, she began taking small steps. She enrolled in a part-time course on nutrition and mindfulness. She started offering informal wellness advice to friends and family, an activity that brought her immense joy. The positive feedback she received and the sheer energy she felt when engaging in this passion were undeniable. Eventually, she made the courageous decision to transition, starting a small wellness coaching practice. The initial income was modest, but the sense of fulfillment was immeasurable. Because she was doing what felt truly aligned, her passion and authenticity shone through, attracting clients effortlessly. Her business grew organically, and within a few years, she was not only matching her previous corporate income, but more importantly, living a life filled with purpose, joy, and a profound sense of radiant abundance that money alone had never provided. Isabella's story illustrates that true wealth blossoms when we dare to honor what makes our soul sing. Now that you are connecting with your inner spark, rewriting scarcity stories, tuning into abundance, boosting your money vibes, believing in your worthiness, and learning to take soul-aligned action, a crucial aspect of manifesting comes into focus: your ability to actually receive the good that begins to flow your way. Many are skilled at striving and doing, but what happens when the universe responds to your newfound radiance? Are you truly open to accepting all the gifts, opportunities, and prosperity that are trying to reach you? The next chapter will explore the vital art of saying a wholehearted yes to receiving. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 7. Say Yes to Receiving. Have you ever been offered a heartfelt compliment and immediately deflected it, or felt a surge of guilt when presented with an unexpected gift or a generous opportunity? It might seem counterintuitive, but many individuals, even those consciously working towards attracting abundance, have an unconscious yet powerful resistance to actually receiving the good things that life attempts to offer them. Imagine Olivia, who was incredibly generous with her time, energy, and resources, always the first to help a friend or support a cause. Yet, when others tried to reciprocate her kindness, offer her assistance, or even pay her a well-deserved compliment, she would become visibly uncomfortable, often minimizing her own needs or contributions. This pattern extended to her financial life. She would undercharge for her excellent work or hesitate to accept opportunities that felt too good. Olivia was a powerful giver, a radiant source of light to others, but her own channels for receiving were surprisingly constricted, preventing the full, joyful circulation of abundance in her life and keeping her from experiencing the prosperity that was trying to reach her. The core problem for many people on their path to a more abundant life is this often hidden yet deeply ingrained difficulty with truly, openly, and joyfully receiving. This receiving block can manifest in myriad ways: an inability to accept help without feeling like a burden, deflecting praise or recognition, feeling unworthy of unsolicited gifts or good fortune, an underlying suspicion when things go too well, or even a subconscious tendency to sabotage opportunities that would bring significant ease or prosperity because, deep down, it feels unfamiliar or undeserved. This creates a significant pain point because the flow of abundance is a two-way street. It requires both giving and receiving to circulate freely and expand. If your capacity to receive is constricted, you are effectively damming up one side of this energetic river. This can lead to feelings of depletion if you are always giving but not replenishing, resentment if your needs feel consistently unmet despite your efforts, or a frustrating pattern where desired manifestations seem to come close but never fully materialize or sustain themselves. It is as if the universe is trying to deliver a beautiful package to your doorstep, but you are either not home to accept it, or you open the door a crack only to quickly shut it again out of discomfort or disbelief. This prevents you from fully stepping into your highest potential for joy and fulfillment. The transformative solution lies in consciously cultivating the art of gracious, joyful, and open receiving, recognizing it as an essential and equally valuable counterpart to giving in the divine dance of abundance. This is about shifting your mindset to understand that allowing yourself to receive fully is not selfish or a sign of weakness, but rather an act of acknowledging your own worthiness, honoring the generosity of others and the universe, and participating wholeheartedly in the natural ebb and flow of energy. When you say a clear, unencumbered yes to receiving, you open wide the energetic floodgates, allowing wealth, opportunities, love, support, and all forms of good to pour into your life without impediment. The core idea is that receptivity is a powerful magnet. By becoming an excellent receiver, you signal to the universe that you are ready, willing, and able to accept and manage the blessings that are intended for you, thereby inviting even more to flow. The benefits are truly expansive. You will experience greater ease and less struggle in your manifestations, foster deeper and more balanced relationships, feel more nourished and supported in all areas of your life, and witness a significant amplification of the joy and prosperity you are capable of experiencing. Learning to receive is learning to let your light be fully met and magnified by the light of the universe. The journey to becoming a masterful receiver begins with bringing gentle awareness to your current patterns and reactions around receiving. Notice how you respond when someone offers you a compliment, a gift, help, or an opportunity. Do you feel open and appreciative, or do you experience discomfort, guilt, or an urge to deflect or minimize? Simply observing your responses without judgment is the first step. A fundamental practice is to learn to accept compliments graciously and simply. When someone praises your work, your appearance, or a quality you possess, resist the urge to downplay it or immediately offer a counter-compliment. Instead, make eye contact, smile, and offer a sincere thank you. This small act retrains your nervous system to become more comfortable with positive affirmation. Consciously practice allowing others to help and support you, even in small ways. If a friend offers to treat you to coffee or a colleague offers to assist with a task, try accepting their offer with genuine appreciation, recognizing that allowing them to give can be a gift to them as well. Reframe your understanding of receiving. Instead of seeing it as taking something from others, view it as allowing the universe or other people the joy and fulfillment of expressing their own generosity and abundance through you. You are providing an opportunity for the cycle of giving and receiving to complete itself. Work on releasing any guilt or unworthiness associated with having more or experiencing good fortune. Remind yourself of the principles of worthiness you've explored, affirming that you deserve all the good that comes your way and that your abundance does not diminish anyone else's. In fact, your overflowing cup can inspire and enable you to give even more freely. Make it a practice to consciously celebrate windfalls, positive surprises, and all forms of good fortune without apology or fear. Embrace these moments with joy and gratitude, seeing them as evidence of your alignment with abundance. Furthermore, create actual space in your life, physically, mentally, and emotionally, to welcome new blessings. This might mean decluttering your home to make room for new possessions, clearing your schedule to allow for new opportunities, or releasing old emotional baggage to create space for more joy and peace. Finally, use affirmations to reinforce your openness to receiving. Regularly declare, "I am an open and gracious receiver. I joyfully say yes to all the abundance life offers me," or "I welcome and gratefully accept all good things into my life." Consider Anya, an entrepreneur who had built her business from the ground up through sheer determination and hard work. She was incredibly capable and self-reliant, but found it almost impossible to accept help or delegate tasks effectively, believing she had to do everything herself to ensure it was done right. When her business started to grow rapidly, opportunities for partnerships and investment began to appear, but Anya felt immense discomfort and suspicion, often finding reasons to turn them down. Her inability to receive support and trust external contributions was stifling her company's potential and leading her to burnout. After recognizing this receiving block, Anya consciously began to practice saying yes. She started small, allowing a junior team member to take on a significant responsibility, and was surprised by their competence. She accepted a mentor's offer of guidance, which opened new strategic doors. When an investor expressed interest, instead of immediately looking for the catch, she approached the conversation with open curiosity. As she practiced the art of receiving help, ideas, support, and eventually capital, Her business didn't just grow, it flourished in ways she hadn't imagined possible. Anya learned that true strength and abundance lay not just in her ability to give and do, but in her courageous willingness to open her hands and heart to receive the bounty that was trying to reach her. Now that you have journeyed through finding your inner spark, dropping scarcity stories, tuning into abundance, boosting your money vibes, believing in your worthiness, taking aligned action, and learning to say a wholehearted yes to receiving, you stand at the threshold of profound embodiment. With all these powerful elements being activated and integrated, how do you now consciously consolidate this inner transformation and begin to consistently radiate such a potent magnetic frequency that you effortlessly attract a life that is not just prosperous, but truly, incandescently aglow with joy and fulfillment? The next chapter will guide you to fully glow up and become an irresistible beacon for all that you desire. Remember to subscribe to Success Attraction Formula, give this video a like, and comment with your personal opinions or suggestions for channel development. Chapter 8. Glow Up and Attract. Imagine yourself not merely seeking abundance, but becoming a living, breathing embodiment of it, a luminous being whose very presence radiates such a potent frequency of joy, worthiness, and expansive possibility that all good things are naturally, almost magically, drawn into your orbit. This is the essence of what it means to glow up and attract. It's the beautiful culmination of your inner work, where the diligent cultivation of your inner spark, the release of old limitations, and the alignment of your energy transform you into a radiant beacon, effortlessly magnetizing a life that reflects your highest, most joyful potential. Consider Lena, who had diligently walked this path. She had reconnected with her passions, rewritten her scarcity stories, tuned her vibration to abundance, affirmed her worthiness, taken soul-aligned actions, and opened herself to receiving. Over time, something remarkable happened. It wasn't just that her external circumstances improved. Her income increased, new opportunities flowed, her relationships deepened, but Lena herself seemed to change. There was a new light in her eyes, a palpable sense of peace and joy that emanated from her, an unshakable confidence that was both gentle and powerful. Friends and colleagues commented on her glow. She wasn't striving anymore. She was simply being this radiant, abundant version of herself, and life, in turn, seemed to joyfully conspire to bring her even more reasons to shine. The final challenge, or rather the beautiful invitation, on this journey of claiming your light is to move beyond intellectually understanding or intermittently practicing these principles, and to achieve a state of full embodiment and consistent radiation. It's one thing to have moments of alignment or to apply these tools when you consciously remember. It is another to integrate them so deeply into the fabric of your being that they become your natural, default way of operating in the world. Without this profound integration, the experience of abundance can sometimes feel inconsistent, requiring ongoing effort to maintain, rather than flowing as a natural expression of who you have become. The pain point here, if one can call it that at this advanced stage, is the subtle desire for this radiant state to be effortless and sustained, for the glow up to be less about doing specific things and more about being a certain way. The ultimate aspiration is to have your inner light shine so brightly and consistently that it naturally illuminates your path and draws to you, with grace and ease, everything that is in alignment with your soul's highest joy and fulfillment. This is about moving from consciously creating abundance to unconsciously being an abundant creator. The transformative solution, the luminous pinnacle of this path, is to fully glow up and attract by consciously choosing to embody and radiate your highest vibrational self in every moment, in every interaction, and in every aspect of your life. This means allowing the authentic, joyful, worthy, and abundant essence you have cultivated within to shine forth unreservedly, becoming the predominant frequency of your being. When you achieve this state of radiant embodiment, you cease to be someone merely seeking abundance. You become abundance personified. Your energy field becomes an irresistible magnet, naturally drawing to you experiences, people, and resources that resonate with your high vibrational state. The core idea is that your inner state of being creates your outer world, and by consistently maintaining this glow, You effortlessly co-create a reality that is rich in joy, love, prosperity, and purpose. The benefits are the ultimate expression of a life lived in its highest potential, a sustained experience of ease and flow, deep and meaningful connections, a profound sense of inner peace and fulfillment, the continuous unfolding of your unique gifts, and the effortless attraction of all that your heart truly desires, not as a result of chasing, but as a natural consequence of your luminous presence. The journey to fully embody your radiant self and glow up into a magnet for abundance is an ongoing, joyful commitment to living from your highest state of being. It begins with establishing and maintaining daily practices that consistently nurture your high vibration. This might include starting your day with gratitude, immersing yourself in activities that bring you profound joy, engaging in regular self-care that makes you feel cherished and vibrant, and spending time in nature to connect with its inherent abundance and beauty. Consciously choose your thoughts and emotions throughout the day, gently guiding them back to a place of positivity, appreciation, and expansive possibility whenever you notice them drifting towards old patterns of negativity or lack. This isn't about suppressing emotions, but about choosing not to dwell in lower vibrational states for prolonged periods. Authentically celebrate your unique essence and share your innate gifts with the world freely and joyfully without expecting anything in return. When you operate from a place of genuine passion and service, your light shines brightest and your magnetic power is amplified. Live with an open heart and a generous spirit, looking for opportunities to uplift others and contribute to the well-being of the world around you. A generous heart is an abundant heart, and it naturally attracts more good to itself. Cultivate an unshakable trust in the benevolent flow of the universe, believing deeply that you are always supported, guided, and provided for. This deep trust allows you to relax, release control, and allow abundance to unfold in perfect timing and often in surprising ways. See yourself as a powerful co-creator of your reality, working in partnership with the universe to bring your desires into manifestation. Own your power to choose your focus, your energy, and your responses to life's circumstances. Finally, consistently act from this empowered, radiant state. Let your decisions, your interactions, and your contributions be an authentic expression of the joyful, worthy, and abundant being you have become. This consistent embodiment is what transforms your inner glow into an undeniable outer radiance that effortlessly attracts a life beyond your wildest dreams. Consider the life of Evelyn, who had dedicated herself to each step of this transformative journey. She had found her spark in mentoring young artists, dropped her old stories of financial insecurity, meticulously tuned her senses to everyday abundance, boosted her money vibes with gratitude, fully embraced her worthiness, taken aligned action by creating a supportive arts community, and learned to receive the accolades and support that flowed her way. As these practices became deeply integrated, Evelyn herself began to transform. There was an unmistakable luminescence about her, a calm yet vibrant energy that drew people to her. Her arts community flourished, attracting funding and talented individuals as if by magic. Her personal life was filled with deep connections and unexpected joys. She wasn't trying to attract abundance anymore. She was abundance. Her days were characterized by a sense of joyful purpose, easeful flow, and a deep knowing that all was well. She had glowed up from within, and her outer world simply rearranged itself to match her radiant frequency, reflecting back to her the beauty, joy, and prosperity that she had become. Her life became a testament to the power of claiming one's light and radiating it out to attract a truly magnetic existence. To live from this place of radiant embodiment, to truly glow up and attract, is to step into the full magnificence of your being. It is the beautiful culmination of the inner work, where your inner spark blazes brightly, your stories empower you, your vibration is tuned to prosperity, your worthiness is unquestioned, your actions are soul-aligned, and your heart is open to receive. At this stage, attracting abundance ceases to be a conscious effort and becomes a natural, joyful expression of your authentic, luminous self. This is not a destination to be reached, but a radiant way of being to be lived. Each day an opportunity to shine a little brighter, love a little deeper, and receive a little more of the infinite good that is your birthright. It is the art of becoming a living sun, effortlessly warming and illuminating your own life and the world around you with the magnetic power of your claimed light. This journey, from the first tender discovery of your inner spark to the full, radiant embodiment of your most abundant self, has been about awakening you to the profound creative power that resides within. It has been a pathway to transform your financial reality, yes, but more importantly, to cultivate a pervasive sense of prosperity, joy, and fulfillment that touches every aspect of your life. By claiming your light, you have learned to rewrite old narratives, tune your energy to the frequency of success, embrace your inherent worthiness, act from a place of soul alignment, open yourself to receive, and ultimately, to glow with an irresistible magnetism that draws your highest potential into being. We sincerely thank you for taking this precious time to explore these principles with us. We trust that this journey has illuminated your path and inspired you to step more fully into the magnificent, abundant creator you were always meant to be. Remember to like this video, share your own beautiful insights and experiences in the comments below, and subscribe to Success Attraction Formula for ongoing inspiration and guidance as you continue to radiate your magnetic abundance daily.